So I have here is an older style Craftsman, the 32-inch, 33-inch mouth. And I have this old Craftsman, Murray's, that's blown up. This is a 8 horsepower. It's a 14 horsepower. I have a custom built mouth for a mini skid, but I'd like to make a bigger one. So these aren't the exact same, but I'm going to have to do some fabrication here in the cold. I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to cut it in half, cut all the shafts out of it, extend this one, which, because they're two different style blowers, it's going to be tough. But the bottom from here down is all the same, and then I'll just get a piece of sheet metal and custom make that side. And then once I do that, I'll cut this lip off and mount it on there and just make up the difference with the steel. Here's my donor chute. I just have to cut this guy right down the center and then cut it all the way there. And that'll add my 5 inches of extension. So then all I have to do is come in here, grind out these welds inside, tack weld that on, and that'll be my 5-inch extensions on both sides. So here's what's left of my donor blower. Right there, I just have to take a measurement. I gotta cut this guy in half. This is gonna be part of my extension. And then I have to mangle this guy forward, straighten her out, but that's not a big deal. So here's my Murray blade. Well, what's left of my Murray blower. I'm gonna use this chute as an extension for this. It's not much, but I want to add another 12 inches to 14 inches on this blower. This shaft and this guy here kind of the same. This outer one's gonna be a bit smaller, but not the end of the world. Same size shafts and everything. Plan is to cut this guy in half, take the sidewall off this one on both sides, add the extension from that Murray chute mouth, weld up that shaft and that shaft, add the extra piece in, and then recap this guy, this side on at the top here. So here I have cut off that section, added my extra section of auger. That auger is smaller. I don't have a bigger auger right now, but I'm gonna just build this how it is until I can find another set of augers. It still does get close to the ground, and it is on a drum system. Leaves about an inch on the ground, not touched. But with the drums and section on it, I'm not too worried about it. Fuck yeah. So that adds 10 inches on each side. So I got one side kind of completed. You see here, welded together. I'm hoping it's gonna work because I've welded this guy to this guy, and then the pin's gonna go into that guy as a shear pin, and that shear pin. So that'll turn that into 2 axles. We'll see how long this weld lasts. Kind of hoping it doesn't explode in my face. We'll see. I just got to finish this with some sheet metal, the back with some sheet metal together. I had to finish some steel work on it, but yeah, we'll put a bigger motor on. I think it's going to have an 18 or a 16 maybe, depending on what that one is, and just got to weld a skid steer attachment onto it, and she'll be fucking eating. So I got everything kind of taken apart, handlebars, all that stuff. I'm just waiting for my skid plate to show up right now. I have to possibly cut these off or flip the whole thing over and gut it. But I don't really want to gut it because then I lose this belt here for my main drive. So what I might just do is leave like an inch or here, cut the axles so that that unit stays in there. But my plan here is to run square tubing out here and then welding that onto my plate. This guy here I can cut off This guy here is the piece that puts the tension onto the actual snowblower. So as long as I can get my square tubing to come from here and here, I'm not too worried. I do have to go quite a ways inward with it because it's going to be kind of heavy and want to twist when you catch a corner. And then I'm going to plate these up and yeah, see what I get done. So here's my finished product, my homemade snowblower. I got a couple things I got to finish up on it. I got the sheet metal done. I just have to extend my chute and my throttle linkage. I'm going to get a heavy duty magnet so it sticks to here so I can use it as I go. Or I might just make it electric. Haven't decided yet. Yeah.